All right, everybody, here it is. It's time for Here and Now, live with Pops. All right, we're doing a little thing we like to call Pops Unleashed. All right, let's get this thing started, guys. All right, here we go. All right, let's talk about some things here. Just wanted to sit here and really just talk about this economy and what's going on in our economy and why it's so messed up. I don't understand what the big deal is about getting this shit right. How come the infrastructure bill got passed, and how come gas is rising, and they're still trying to shut down pipelines, I should say. But I'll just stop bouncing all around. I'll talk about most of everything here in a sec. Just a little heads up. We have Americans not in the labor force. 1,450,000 people, folks. They're estimating about 38,000 people lose their jobs or just don't want to go back to work anymore. Because, I mean, let's be honest, they're getting checks for it, right? And I guess someone said, they're not doing stimulus checks anymore. Yeah, well, people still have a lot of money in the bank for no stimulus checks. And some people are still getting checks. So, yeah, why go to work if you don't have to, right? I mean, what's the reason to go to work if you don't need to? And we sit here and we start thinking about, Joe Biden and his house of clowns. Look at these buffoons, Jen Psaki, she's an idiot, double vaccinated lady, and she still got COVID. So, yeah, they're still pushing that COVID shit on us. I don't get all that crap, They talk about the people about how expensive our Thanksgivings are going to be, how expensive Christmas is going to be and stuff. And you sit here and she talks about it's a treadmill effect, and she thinks that's funny. Everybody in the Democrats, when they get in trouble, they just seem to laugh for some odd reason. I'm not sure why that is. I'm not completely sure why they do that. I guess some people say, I guess when you get nervous, you start to laugh. I should be laughing my ass off because I'm real nervous right now. But I'm sure there's some asshole out there right now going, "Oh, he's a Trump supporter." Oh, no, I'm not. I like Trump. I thought Trump did a great job. Actually, after looking at what Biden and his jackasses are doing right now, he's fucking king. He'll be the best ever. And if Trump came back, hell, I'd vote for him in a second. Hell, that truck driver that just won in Virginia, I'd vote for him. I think it was Virginia or New Jersey, one of the two. I'd vote for him. You know what I mean? I'm sure he could do a better job than fucking Biden and his idiots. So there you go. Liptard, whoever you are that thinks I'm just saying it because I'm saying it because I'm a Trump supporter. I'm more worried about, like everybody else in this country right now, I'm worried about our country. The help with Republicans and Democrats right now. We need to get back to what matters most, us, the people. The people matter, right? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, right now, $1.50, guys. Our gas has gone up $1.50 in what, 10 months, 9 months, whatever it is. And that's in some places. In some places, it's even higher. So I want you to keep that in mind. But they tell you that they don't know how to fix it. They don't know what to do about it, right? They don't know what to do. You talk to your energy secretary, and she's about as bad as Kamala Harris, and she laughs. You ask her a serious question. I wonder when she was running for office if she was laughing like, I don't know what to do. No, I'm sure the dumb bitch knew what to do. She lied to you. She lied to us. And now she just laughs, and she ignores the questions now. It says she has too much on her plate. Really? Then you shouldn't have taken a job if you didn't know how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, just get out of the way and give it to somebody else. She blames the rising gas prices on the cartel, which she calls OPEC. Well, guess where we had OPEC when the Trump administration was in? We had them on their knees. We had all their tankers in the seas circling each other because they had nowhere else to go, because we were self-efficient, guys. We had all the oil, all the gas, everything we needed. Trump had us going. Why? Because he had that Pennsylvania pipeline open, and we were doing good. And we were still getting the oil from Michigan, from Canada into Michigan. And guess what, guys? Guess what they want to shut down now? They want to shut down the Michigan pipeline. Now tell me that ain't crazy. Not only are we on our hands and knees begging for gas and oil from these other countries, which we had no reason to, we were calling the shots. We were in charge. We were telling them when and where and how much that gas was going to cost us. That's why the gas was cheaper, because we had people in there that knew what they were doing. Now, again, I will say it again, and I'll probably repeat it 100 more times before I'm done with this cast. I don't care about Republicans or Democrats right now. I don't. I care about how are we going to fix this economy. This economy is in trouble. We're all in trouble with this shit. Spending is getting too expensive. I seem to think that I'm doing okay, I will say this. I feel like I'm doing okay, and I'm starting to feel the pinch. I'm noticing it every time I go to work. I'm like, what the hell? Almost $50 to fill a small car. That's crazy to me. Why? Fix this, Energy Secretary, if you even know how. And here's what I don't get. And I don't get why the Democrats are so hell-bent on trying to divide us and separate us, like blacks and Mexicans and Chinese and whites and this and that. You have to vote this way. No, we don't. We can vote with our hearts and our minds. And hell, let's be honest, now with our wallets, right? Because you know who this is hurting the most? All this bullshit Energy Secretary, ALC, the squad, you bitches. It's hurting the middle class and the poor. I know all you rich motherfuckers out there that are in the Senate and all that, and you have people driving you around. You don't ever got to see the gas. You don't see the pump. See how high that keeps going up. You can't go out to dinners anymore. You can't get that little special thing you wanted for your child anymore. Can't get flowers for your wife. Why? Because you're worried about putting gas in your car. Worried about heating your house. And tell me that ain't bullshit. We're Americans. We live in America. How are we worried about shit like that? That to me is insane. And then you got these little idiots, they're out there and they're still hunting people down. They're hunting their own guys down and sitting in front of their houses, pulling up in boats. Tulsi Gabbard. I mean, they're still attacking her. What did she do wrong? Because she told you guys you're a bunch of fucking idiots. She's a Democrat. She just told you guys how it is. Everybody sees the writing on the wall. And for you Democrats, and especially the squad, which we know, let's be honest, it's not Biden running this country. It's the squad. It's AOC and her goons. Murray, Crazy Murray, whatever her name is, and Bennett and all the rest of the idiots in that little squad. They're running the country. And you know what's funny is they all keep saying, oh, when Trump, we're going to get Trump, and it's Trump and this and that about Trump. No, it's not Trump. And guess what, guys? Biden won, not Bernie Sanders. So why are we doing all this socialist bullshit right now? Why are we hanging on to this socialist bullshit? There's Bernie Sanders horse shit. Everybody gets to be equal. Everybody gets this. Free that. It can't be like that, people. And Biden, you got to step up. You have all these goons in there pushing you around. You got Nancy Pelosi, Schumer, a bunch of idiots trying to tell you how to run a country. You guys cheated. You won. You're in there. Good for you. Now fix the country. Because I'm like everybody else. I want to know what's going on in our country. We need to fix it. And we got to fix it fast. We're already going to have one of the most expensive Thanksgivings. And some people aren't even going to have Christmases. How crazy is that? 2021. And we're worried about this kind of shit. We shouldn't even be thinking about that. And now you got these idiots. They're going after the Michigan pipeline. Why? We're already on our hands and knees to OPEC for gasoline. And I know everybody's feeling this pinch. There's no way I'm just the only one feeling this pinch. There's no way that anybody can sit here and tell me that they should be trying to worry about shutting down the Michigan pipeline. We need something. We have to be self-sufficient in something, guys. All this $1.7 trillion infrastructure bill bullshit, which I think it doesn't even cover not even 25 or something 15% of that bill is even infrastructure. It's a bunch of horse shit. It's going to someone's pockets. That's what the bullshit is. And that's the stuff that's making everybody mad. You 13 Republicans that voted for that shit, everybody knows who you are. Everybody knows who you are. Your names are going to be out there. And don't you expect to be back in fucking office when we get a chance to vote your asses out. Fucking idiots. Even the Democrats knew that bill was stupid. And they didn't even want to vote it in. And then you jackasses. Which brings me to my next point, people. Here's where you have to start thinking, so what was their interest in it? What are they getting out of it? Supposedly a bridge, maybe a new park, or maybe a whole lot of money in their bank account, huh? Like the rest of them. I'm almost sure that's probably what it is. But someone on one of these talk shows, and I can't remember which one it was. I should have wrote his name down. He made a pretty good point. In case anybody's wondering, that money will never be spent. It's already spent, people. It's already been divvied out. It's already been put in the books to the people. And yeah, they don't have the money just yet, but they have some of it. And that's where it's going to go to because it's already signed in. And that's what you have to start thinking about. Your kids kids are going to be paying that bill off. And just for a little side note, just remember one thing, because I guess one guy said they were on the writing on the wall says 1.7, but honestly, by the time it's done, it'll probably be about 2.7. So keep that in mind, folks. That's a lot of money, and it's going nowhere. No one even knows where it's going. We just know it's going somewhere, right? Because it's already been put in books. I guess we could probably look it up and find it, I'm sure, if we really wanted to. But I just wanted to let those 13 Republicans know that you guys are assholes, real big assholes. And in case anybody's wondering about the inflation and that bullshit, that little bill is going to put everything about 80% up inflation for taxes. So for the next 3 years or whatever it is, I don't know how bad it's going to be when, if we can get more Republicans in there to try to vote some of this stuff down. Normally, I know they said it's kind of like the Obama bill. When Obama bill got passed and they tried to shut a little bit of it down, but guess what's still hanging around, guys? Obamacare, right? So, I mean, this is going to cost us money. And the bills keep getting bigger. How come the last time everybody's like, oh my God, Trump and them are doing $90 billion. And now we thought that was a lot. Now this is 1.7 trillion. Yeah. Trillion, people. Is that insane or what? These numbers just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I don't get that. I don't get that, how anybody can sit here and tell me that they think that's okay, and the Trump administration, they did a great job. They really did. As much as I can care less about Trump, I'm going to vote for the next Republican, and if the Democrat, if they have a better one that they bring into office, I'll vote for them because I want our country back. I want our country to get back to being strong, healthy, and self-efficient. I'm like everybody else. I can care less right now about Democrats and Republicans because that shit's out the window right now, especially when they're threatening our children. And if this guy in Virginia, this asshole, I forgot his name now, thinks that he lost this election because people aren't woke enough, he's a dumbass. He threatened people that it doesn't matter what they think or what they say, he's going to do what he wants with their kids. Seriously, dude? You're an asshole. You're a real asshole. And I'm glad he's out of office. And that's what we got to do with the rest of these idiots, especially the AOC clan. We got to get rid of those guys. Those women are just hell bent crazy, and we need to get rid of them. They're hell bent on dividing us. They want us all to think that we all hate each other. This is not 1963. Okay. Everything is normal. Everybody's even. There's more African Americans, Hispanics, Chinese, Russians, whatever the hell else is out there in workforces, in jobs, in sports, on TV. We don't need any more. And all you woke assholes, fuck off. Take your woke ass back in the closet and stay in there where you belong, okay? Take your woke asses back to the alleys where you belong, in the dark back alleys, in the old man rooms where you belong, because nobody needs your bullshit. No one cares about all your woke bullshit. We don't need to be woke no more. You guys have gone way too far, threatening people, canceling people. That's fucking bullshit. That's a bunch of horse shit. Okay. So woke your asses up and go back to your alleys and go hiding in your garages and keep it off our TVs, keep it away from our children, and keep it out of our faces. We don't fucking care. Whatever you want to do, good for you, boo boo, but leave it away from us. We don't give a shit about your shit. That's a different world. That's to me, that's all mental health bullshit. Y'all need to get help. And if you like what you're doing, then keep it to yourselves. Leave us alone. Leave us out of it. We're tired of this shit. We're tired of you guys trying to threaten us and divide us. We don't need to be divided no more. This country's already divided enough. And for all these people that are out there, and I can see why now, there's so many people out there threatening and following people and pushing in their cars and kicking and fighting. Well, they can stay home for free. They got all the stimulus checks. They got all this money. And now they passed another bill for more people to get more money. The only way we're going to stop all these idiots from chasing people down and burning shit is to start getting this country back to the workforce. And I just told you guys earlier about our labor force. This many people, I'll say it again, are out of work, folks. 1,450,000 people, folks. Look that up. That's not a joke. I'm not making that shit up. People don't want to go back. That's a lot of goddamn wokes that want to walk around and attack people, man. That's some bullshit. That's how OSC and all her clan, Amori and Bennett and Schumer and Pelosi, that's how they're able to get people out there to scare people. We got to stop being scared, folks. We got to speak out. And that's why I'm doing this one. That's why I'm doing Pops Unleashed, because I'm going to speak up now. And I want everybody to know that they have to start speaking up. You got to start saying something, you know? And I'll go now to this vaccine bullshit. All these heroes, all these people were on the front line. I was one of them. I was on the front lines. I was there in the midst of COVID. And you know what? When I wanted the vaccine, it wasn't there for me. Am I anti-vaccine? No, of course not. No. If you think it's going to help you or save you or give you hope, you know what? Fucking take it, man. More power to you. I'm all for it. And actually, it's funny thing is, I'm actually sick right now, you know, and I'm feeling fine. I'm taking my zinc and my vitamin D, you know, and working out regularly and staying strong and positive in my mind, because I'm not letting all this other bullshit bring me down. But the point of the fact is that the Democrats are still trying to push this COVID bullshit. And why? Why are you trying to push the bullshit on us when you don't have to anymore? You got heroes, doctors, cops, news reporters, officers, everybody, military, everybody's getting walked out. People are quitting. They're worried about finding their jobs. People are nervous. People are tired of this. They don't want to deal with this fucking bullshit anymore. You know, I think people, the writing's on the wall. They can tell that, old Biden's just a bumbling fool. You know, he's senile. He doesn't know what he's doing. I think they can already tell now too. And this is just my opinion, but I believe people can tell now that he's not in charge. He's not running nothing. He's just some guy sucking an ice cream and fingers and, you know, in the back of his room in his underwear, probably. He's probably just getting, applesauce fed to him or something, you know? But we have to figure out what's going on. We have to know who is making all these calls so we can get them out of there now. And like I said earlier, we got to get back to this country being great, because I hate seeing good people lose their jobs for no reason. There's no reason for good people to be getting fired, to be getting walked off, to be getting written up. For what reason? You know what I mean? Like, I want to know how and whoever listens, if you want to write to me or go onto our page and let us know what's going on, tell me how you think you can fix this. And let's be honest, can it be fixed? You know what I mean? I mean, there's a lot of damage that's already been done, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of damage. You know, I don't know how long it's going to take or when, but we got to get it back. And I don't give a shit if it's a Democrat that gets it back or a Republican. I don't care. You know, hey, come on, Joe Biden, step up. You know, it's funny because they asked him about that illegal stimulus package of separation and all that, and he said he knew nothing about it. And then they come back 2 days later and said, "Oh no, yeah, he did. We just didn't inform him." What? So you guys are passing bills talking about what you're going to do, putting this shit in writing, and the president doesn't even know nothing about it, but he's already signed the paperwork on it? Come on, people. The writing's on the wall. If they're not trying to scare us with some kind of bullshit tactics and woke bullshit, and you know what's funny is even these Democrats are turning against this woke shit. They're like, this woke shit's gone too far. Who's next? Who are we threatening? You know, like I told you guys earlier, Tulsi Gabbard, you know, they were really mean to her, and she tried her best. She wanted her job. She liked her job. She just didn't believe in the stance that they were taking, the Democrats were taking, with all this forced vaccines on our children. There's just something you don't do in America. You know what I mean? You don't mess with American kids, and these kids are too young to be taking these vaccines. And you know, they just came out, I think it was a week or 2 weeks ago, that about, oh, now we can give it to 5-year-olds. And you know what's sad is that you find out there's people that are like, they're sheep. They're in line, or like they're making appointments. I'll get my kid the vaccine. Yeah, he's 5 and blah, blah, blah. Really, dude? Are you that fucking stupid? Are you that stupid? You're putting this shit that's going to melt your kid's brain or heart or who knows what? Who knows what it's going to do to them? There's no science behind it yet, you know. And then everybody's like, oh well, you're a bad person if you're not being vaccinated. Really, there's a bad person out there, and there's 2 of them. One's from China, and then one's Dr. Fauci. Okay, Dr. Fauci and them and China, they were in this in cahoots. They already know it's him, and it leaked out of that lab in China and Wuhan, China. And why isn't Dr. Fauci in prison yet? Why isn't he not standing trial yet? How is he? And then they did a documentary on him like he was somebody. He's an asshole. He's a fucking asshole. Why? I mean, why are we even trying to make that guy look like he's somebody or he's smart? Wear a mask. Don't wear a mask. Wear 20 masks. I'm a dick. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that shit. Come on, guys. Let's get our heads out of our asses. Let's get that guy in prison. Put him in prison where he belongs, man. I'm done with this shit, and it's good because I'm glad that the Democrats are, they're all like, go woke, go broke. And that's true. It's true. I don't get why this whole woke thing took on such a power. Why everybody thought that it was okay to put this shit on our TVs, in our kids' lives, in their classrooms. I don't get all this bullshit about this teaching about you should be mad if you're white, you should hate yourself. What kind of bullshit is that? You're talking about you want peace and equality, but you're talking about hatred. You're talking about hating the white man. You're talking about hating this person. A Cuban, African, half American, half Cuban lady, something like that. Maybe she's full Cuban. I'm not sure. Wins. They call her the first black lady to win that area. And they're calling her the black white supremacist face of Republicans. Now, what kind of bullshit is that? You guys got to watch how stupid these Democrats are getting. And it's really just the media. The media is just so hell-bent on this shit. I just don't get it. And guess what? Shocker. They're still blaming Donald Trump. Why? Where in the hell did all this white supremacy shit come from? I can tell you what. It's called hatred. These people are so hell-bent on destroying America and our beliefs and all this woke and all this Black Lives Matter literature in our schools and all this bullshit. A lot of us parents here were ignoring all that shit. Like, we didn't realize what was really going on. And I'm glad I don't have kids in school. I'll tell you that now. Because I'd been like one of those other parents. I'd have went to every meeting. I would have fucking been involved, because they're not going to do that to my kids. If I'm going to teach my kids some bullshit, hell-bent, fucked up racial bullshit, it's going to be me, not the schools, not my teachers. I'm not going to let them teach them their bullshit, their ideology. Okay, I'm not going to do that. So people out there that are fighting for your kids, don't stop fighting. Okay, that's all I can tell you. Because at the end of the day, my son said this the best. If you start taking a knee now, just stay on your knees and bend over, because it's coming. Literally. Stop kneeling down. Stop giving in to these people, and don't let them scare you. Don't let their scared tactics get the best of you. You got to sit here and you got to fight. You have to be the strong one. You cannot let these Democrats, the AOC crowds, their little chants of death to America, death to America, when the Black Lives Matter and Antifa were attacking us, when Omari and OSC were over there, and I think it's on a video somewhere, and they're both sitting there chanting death to America. These people have seats in our Senate or in our governing areas. We have to get that and get them out. They are trouble. They are in the inner cities. I believe that what's her name now? Omari, I think she just lost something where she was trying to vote out the police in her area, and the people were like, hell no, you're crazy. In Minneapolis, we need police, right? I mean, come on. Some of these cities have crime that is spiking so damn high. It's fucking insane. It's scary, actually, guys. I wouldn't want to live like. I can tell you right now, if these people think Omari and AOC, excuse me, guys, think that the poor people in those ghettos and those neighborhoods and those barrios want crime, they're fucking crazy. That's the last thing they want. They don't want these people having free reign at killing their kids or husbands or daughters. They don't want that shit there. Get it the hell out of there. They want cops in there. Yeah, are all cops good? Probably not. We have proof of that. But there's a lot more good than there is bad people. A lot more good. There are good guys out there. And we got to figure out how we can keep these kids in these lower income areas knowing that the police are still good guys. And that goes for you too, cops, the guys that are out there, you young guys. You have to step up. You have to represent yourselves better. And I know it's tough out there. I wouldn't want to be out on the streets. I can tell you that. I wouldn't want to be on the streets. It's fucking dangerous. You got fucking 12-year-olds, 11-year-olds shooting at fucking people. It's insane out there right now, people. And that's the shit we got to reel back in. We got to get all these people out there. And I'm not saying there's all Democrats are bad that run their states or their communities, but most are. It's just, unfortunately, you can look that up. It's a stat. It's a stat that most of those Democratic cities and states go downhill really fast. And is it because they're putting all the money in their pockets, or they don't know what they're doing? I don't know, folks. I'm not too sure on it. I probably should look it up more before I start talking about it, but I'm just rambling. That's what I'm doing here today. I'm just having a good time goofing around. But at the end of the day, we have to figure out what's going on. I want to know if anybody else knows anything else about this stuff. I'll try to stay more on this Michigan pipeline. I'll look it up a little more. I know it just happened, and they're fighting to get that bill passed right now because the Indians are upset. How you gonna put a pipeline? It's been there for fucking years, asshole. Years. Okay, the fuck you mean you don't like it there just because they shut down the Pennsylvania one? Fucking how about this? How about we shut all your fucking casinos down and take your fucking money and see how you motherfuckers like it? That's what I think. That's what we should vote on, guys. You know what I mean? Let's vote this out. Let's vote this. Let's shut down these fucking casinos, these little fucking bingo Indian casinos, and take their fucking money and kick their asses out of our country. And let's see if they like it. We give these Indians this, give them that. And that's the problem that I have, people. We start giving people, let's help you here and let's do this for you. Let's do that. They want more. They want more. And then they want fucking more. And now these fucking assholes, they want this. It's on our private tribal land. Shut the fuck up. Well, guess what? Your Indian casinos are on our land too, bud. And you're taking our American money, our citizens' money on, and putting it into your private fucking pockets, dicks. So fuck you, you dumb Indians. Fucking asshole. I hate when people do that shit. You know what I mean? That you're talking about, you think about how many jobs, thousands of jobs were lost at that, Pennsylvania fucking, pipeline. Thousands, folks. Imagine what the Michigan one, that thing's been there forever. What's going on? Why would we even look at that? Why is somebody even talking about that? That's crazy to me that they think they can do that, and, my main thing is what I was, more worried about when I started doing all this is we need to stop being so angry like what I was just doing. We got to stop all that shit. We do. But the fact of the matter is talking's better than acting out, hurting people, burning things down. That shit all has to end. That scared tactic is bullshit and it needs to end. And AOC and you other stupid goon squad bitches that are on there, knock it off. Leave people alone. People need to say what they want and what they feel. And everybody out there, I'm telling you now, this is my challenge to you, okay? This is a challenge. Stop being afraid. Step up. Speak out. All this bullshit that people are afraid of being canceled and attacked and ridiculed and all that, it has to end. This is America. This isn't no fucking third world country that AOC and all these other idiots are trying to make it into. This is a free country still. Home of the free, home of the brave, guys. Let's not ever forget that. Never be afraid to voice your opinion. And don't be afraid to stick up for your kids. The people in Virginia, God bless you. Good for you guys. Congratulations on that win. New Jersey, Washington, I can't forget there's a couple more. Good for you guys for standing up. Do not be told what to do. Do not let people push you around anymore. These idiots, we're in charge of them. They think they're in charge of us. And you know what's really sad is they don't give a shit about what we think. They don't care what we have to say. That guy in the governor race in Virginia, the people were calling him, were asking him questions. He didn't want to answer their questions. He didn't give a shit what they had to say. This was his agenda. This is what he was told to do. And this is what he's going to do. And you're going to like it or not. Who in the hell does he think he is? Doesn't he know that we vote him in? Is he that? Are they Democrats this headstrong that they don't give a fuck? Their agenda means more to them? That they forget that who's going to vote him in? We the people vote you in. And remember that AOC, Amari, and the rest of you fucking goon squads, we're coming for you. Okay? Because American people are done being scared and pushed around. Yeah, you guys can try to burn shit down and attack us again. But I think this time we're ready for you guys. The American people are ready. We're not going to get pushed around. We're not going to let thugs come and run our country. Only 6% of you guys want all this bullshit and radicalized and Bernie Sanders socialism bullshit. Nobody else does. We're not socialists. We're governed by democracy. We don't want your bullshit. Take your Bernie Sanders socialism bullshit and take it somewhere else because you're in the wrong country. Because Americans, we believe in what we believe in and we vote for what we want and we do what we want. And for anybody to sit here and think that they're going to tell us how we're going to act, how we're going to talk, how we're going to walk, what we can say, what we can wear, what we can't do, that's bullshit. And fuck you, all you woke assholes out there. We're done with you guys. And people are seeing it. And don't you forget it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I guess I'm going to wrap this one up. I kind of went on a little tangent. That's just a little segment of Pops Unleashed. And until next time, guys. God bless. Have a good night, good day. And I'll see you guys next time on Here and Now with Pops Unleashed.